Guys, welcome back. Playing around a little bit today. Shut up, Ditto Looper. Be gone. All right, hanging out a little bit today. Guys, welcome back. This is Eric with Guitarsenal, and today we're going to be taking just a very quick, hopefully quick and dirty look at the Chase Tone Golden Secret Preamp. And basically, what this preamp is essentially designed to do, it is designed to be a Echoplex preamp in a box. Okay, you look at the old school Maestro Echoplexes from the early to late 70s, they impart a very unique tone on your guitar signal. And a lot of players really love that preamp sound. It adds sort of a fidelity and a warmth to your signal. If you look at players such as when you look at guys like Eric Johnson, Eric Johnson is known for running an Echoplex religiously through his rig, and he doesn't necessarily always use the delay sounds in the Echoplex. In a lot of interviews, Eric Johnson mentioned that he really likes the preamp sound that the Echoplex imparts on his signal, and imparts a certain warmth, and of course it's just a part of his tone and the giant perspective of the way he looks at tone. Well, a lot of players figured out that even though some of the older Echoplexes like crapped out on them and stopped working, you could still play through the Echoplex itself, and it would really add this just beautiful kind of fidelity to the sound. And some players really want that type of sound in a pedal, and there's several people that make pedals that are supposed to be an Echoplex type preamp. Chase Tone Golden Secret, it has a bright switch and a mellow switch. We're going to leave it on the mellow switch. The mellow switch is supposed to be a little bit later 70s Echoplex. The bright switch is a little bit early 70s Echoplex. But it basically is sort of a boost, sort of a preamp, but in a lot of ways, not really. This particular boost is a little bit different in that it's really designed to go at the end of the signal chain as opposed to the beginning of the signal chain. Remember guys, most delays and modulations tend to go at the end of your signal chain. So this is a great way to really give life to a signal that might have already passed through a bunch of pedals, and you really want to give some new life to the signal. So I'll let you hear the difference. We're running into a 1962 Fender Concert, and we've got a 1974 Gibson Gold Top. Let's listen to just the amp by itself. Going to add the Chase Tone. Glorious sounding. adds a bit of a mid-range hump in that setting, and it gives kind of a mellowing aspect. I mean, like the way that the amp is EQ'd, it's got a bit of brightness. Let's add a splash of reverb. This is a Strymon Flint on the 60s reverb setting. Trying to get the dipper with just my foot. I'm gonna put it into the bright dipper setting. All right, this is more of an early 70s Echoplex. Sounds wonderful. It does. It's, you know, this pedal is really described as a type of effect that a lot of people just kind of leave on. And I can see why. It does impart a kind of odd fidelity to the signal that you almost feel like something's kind of missing when it's gone. So I'll tell you what, in that light, let's leave the chase tone on and let's engage an Ultraphonics Vertex drive pedal. And let's just see what this sounds like. Let's get back down to the mellow setting. I feel like the mellow setting maybe sounds just a scotch better, especially if you're running a drive or another pedal that adds a bit of brightness. It's kind of mellow things back out a little bit. right, how about with the fuzz? This is a Spaceman Effects Titan 2 Fuzz Machine. Yeah, buddy. Ha ha! Just playing around, guys. We're seeing how it behaves with other effects. How about a little touch of tremolo from the Strymon Flint? Without. You know, I agree with many other assessments that are made of this pedal. I feel like when it's off, you're kind of missing something. You know, when it's on the end of the signal chain, it sort of beefs the signal up a bit. Not in a way that adds, you know, some like ridiculous amount of overdrive or compression or anything like that, but it's a noticeable difference. I mean, can you, and you're listening to the headphones, can you hear that kind of like, it's almost like, I hate to say it, like the characteristic almost of an envelope filter. It provides like a kind of punch. Especially on those, listen to that bass. It's kind of punchy. I think it's a pretty dang neat type of setup. I mean, it's a simple effect, guys. It's one knob, I know, but there is a certain fidelity that's being imparted here. It's very subtle. It's not the kind of pedal for the kind of person that just wants something really vast and crazy. Let's try kicking it up a notch. A notch, shall we? Without. So it's not a stupid boost. I mean, it's up like 75% of the way right here. And you can hear I'm just kind of chunking on chords there. And it adds a touch of volume, but I wouldn't really consider this a boost per se, as much as it is just imparting a little bit of that kind of Echoplex flair onto your signal. And especially at the end of the signal, it really fattens up your pickups a bit. So that's kind of my perspective on it. Take that for what you will, guys. Really cool. So that's been the Chase Tone Golden Secret Preamp. Really interesting pedal. I think this is going to be a really neat one to experiment with and just see, you know, that kind of sound. We're always chasing different tones, and I know some pedals are a little bit more intricate and crazy than others, but we wanted to show this pedal off because it's kind of cool, it's interesting. Not a lot of people really know about the intricacies of the Echoplex preamp circuit, so we thought it'd be something interesting to just kind of put in your brain so you can kind of think about it. Remember, guys, we post every Monday and every Friday here on Guitarsenal. Make sure you're tuning into our videos, and let me know, am I noodling too much? Am I playing too much? Am I talking too much? Is the information what you want to see? Are we letting you guys see what you want to see and hear what you want to hear? Let me know how we can make these videos better, and we'll try our best to make sure you guys are happy. So let me know what we can do better, and we'll definitely try to improve. But remember, make sure you click that notification bell. Make sure you're getting our videos. I know this is a simple pedal, but we want to really kind of let you guys hear what it can do, how it plays with other pedals, and how it sounds. I think it's a pretty unique type of sound. I will say that these things are rather expensive, considering that it's a very almost not negligible boost, more of a preamp. It may not necessarily be for everybody, but for those of you that are looking for that kind of, you know, Echoplex flair and that Echoplex kind of warmth, it definitely gets it in strides, especially on the mellow setting. I think it sounds really wonderful. Guys, thanks for watching today. I'm going to make a little bit more racket. We'll let you guys get back to your day. Let's get that Chase Tone on. We'll get a touch of trim and a dang old fuzz, boy.